Alright mga kababayan, magre-react tayo dito no sa memorial service ng House of Representatives kay Congressman Romeo Acop ng 2nd District ng Antipolo no. So ganito naman talaga yung tradisyon ng mga congressman o kaya ng senador ng mga politiko pag namatay ay dinadala dito no sa House of Representatives o kaya doon sa Senado no or depende kung sino ang namatay mga kababayan. So ngayon magre-react tayo dito at sasalita itong si Benny Abante no. Si Congressman Benny Abante dito sa pagpanaw nga ni Congressman Romeo Acop mga kababayan. So panoorin natin at magre-react tayo dito maya-maya pagkatapos ng kanyang speech mga kababayan no, itong kanyang eulogy mga kababayan.
Eulogy by the Honorable Bienvenido M. Abante Jr., Representative of the 6th Legislative District of Manila in the 13th, 14th, 19th, and 20th Congresses.
Ayan, representative daw ng 20th Congress mga kababayan. No? Alam naman natin yung nangyari dyan sa 6th District ng Manila na hindi naman talaga siya yung tunay na nanalo nung nakarang eleksyon. Pangalawa lang po siya sa nakakuha ng pinakamaraming boto. No? Alam naman ng lahat na si Joey Uy yung nanalo dyan. At yung tawag nga sa kanya ay appointed son of Comelec. No? Itong si Congressman Benny Abante. Kaya nakakahiya mga kababayan pakinggan na representative ng 20th Congress itong si Congressman Benny Abante. So panoorin natin kung ano yung mga sasabihin niya dito no sa pagkamatay ni Congressman Romeo Acop mga kababayan na kasamahan niya dati doon sa Quadcom mga kababayan.
Close encounter with Congressman Acop during the Quadcom hearings. And I begin to realize that now that he is gone, I felt like I'm left alone. If ever again we're going to have the Quadcom hearings. Ako na lang po, isa po ako sa naiiwang veterano na congressman dito. Kasama ko si Congressman Alvarez, ayan, mas matanda sa akin yan. Wala na rin si Congressman Base Barbers, wala na si Congressman Dan Fernandez, wala na si Congressman Carapaduano. Alright. Ako na lang po naiiwan. Kaya ako po palaging tinitira, sila hindi na masyado. Alright. Pero alam nyo, mamimiss po namin talaga si Congressman Acop. Malungkot po kami lahat because of what happened. But in Micah, the book of Micah in the Old Testament, chapter 6 and verse number 8, the Lord tells us, and I quote, "He hath showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God." End of quote. We gathered today with heavy hearts, but also with deep gratitude, as we remembered the life, service, and courage of our colleague and friend, Congressman Romeo Acop, of the 2nd District of Antipolo. I remember him always inviting me to play golf with him in Antipolo, but I wasn't able to, you know. Before he got sick, I told him, we're going to play golf. Well, I guess we have to play golf up in heaven after so many months. Diba? Scripture, what I read today, reminds us that a good life is not measured by power or position, but by justice, mercy, and humility. These are not abstract virtues. They are lived out in difficult choices, tested in moments of pressure, and proven when doing what is right comes at a personal cost. This is how I remember Romeo Acop. To many, he was a legislator, a former police general, and a public servant with decades of experience under his belt. To us, especially those of us in the Quad Committee, he was a principled partner, a steady presence, and a man who never forgot why we were there. In our pursuit of truth and accountability, Representative Acop consistently stood on the side of justice. He never treated our hearings as mere political exercises or procedural obligations. He understood that behind every testimony and every record were real people, victims whose voices we were duty-bound to hear and whose dignity we were sworn to uphold. In the most crucial moments of our hearings, he displayed courage, clarity, and conviction. He was firm when firmness was required, and fair when fairness was needed. He listened carefully, weighed evidence thoughtfully, and spoke with purpose. He believed deeply that public office is a trust, one that must always be exercised with integrity and with respect for human rights. Martin Luther King Jr. once said that, and I quote, "The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice." End of quote. But that arc does not bend by itself. It bends because of the courage and conscience of upright men and women who are willing to stand for what is right, who are willing to fight for what is just. Kasama po dito si Representative Romeo Acop. He was feared by those who had something to hide because he could not be intimidated and would not look the other way. He was respected by us, his colleagues, because he did his homework, spoke with authority, and stood by his beliefs. And he was loved by those who worked closely with him, because beneath the sometimes harsh exterior was a man guided by a genuine concern for our people. This we cannot deny. Representative Acop did not seek to dominate a room, but when he spoke, people listened. What set our dear colleague apart was not the volume of his voice, nor the spectacle he made, but his reliable steadiness. In an environment where it is often easier to yield to the politics of convenience, he chose principle. He stood up for accountability, not for recognition, but because it was the right thing to do. His commitment to justice was quiet, consistent, and steadfast. To his family, we recognize that behind the public servant was a husband, a father, and a loved one whose sacrifices were shared at home. We honor not only his service to the nation, but also the love and support that sustained him throughout his years in public life. To his constituents, you entrusted him with your voice and your confidence. He served you, tulad po na nabanggit ni Congressman Ronnie Puno, with seriousness of purpose and fidelity to his oath. And to us, his colleagues, he leaves behind an example, a reminder that even in the most difficult and contentious work, it is possible to act with dignity, conscience, and faith. We honor Representative Romeo Acop not only by remembering him, but by continuing the work he believed in, the pursuit of truth, the defense of human dignity, and the conviction that justice, though hard fought, is always worth fighting for. Our deepest sympathies go to his family, his loved ones, at ang kanyang mga kababayan sa Antipolo. May we honor his memory by remaining faithful to the principles he lived and served Bye. Maraming salamat po. Paalam, my good friend.
Ayun mga kababayan, ang eulogy no, or yung speech ni Congressman Benny Abante dito sa pagkamatay nga ni Congressman Romeo Acop, at sinabi niya na feeling alone no, or parang napag-iwanan na daw siya mga kababayan dahil siya na lang yung natirang veterano no, sa grupo nila. If ever daw na magkaroon ng Quadcom, parang siya na lang yung veterano kasi wala na yung mga kasama niya dati no. Sila Dan Fernandez, sila Barber, sila Paduano ay hindi naman tumakbong congressman dahil tapos na yung term nila, at tumakbo doon sa ibang posisyon pero natalo naman. So sinabi niya na feeling alone no, kaya wala na yung mga dating kasama, at siya na lang yung tinitira mga kababayan ngayon dahil wala na yung mga kasama niya noon. At ito naman yung Quadcom mga kababayan, para po sa aking opinion, ay unang-una hindi naman talagang pakay nila doon ay panagutin no, or imbestigahan itong mga anomalya ng mga opisyalis ng gobyerno, kagaya po nung kay VP Sara mga kababayan no, yung confidential funds ni VP Sara ay alam naman na lahat din kung ano yung pakay nila doon no. May mga nagsalita ng congressman na talagang sinisingle out nila itong si VP Sara Duterte no, sa confidential funds no. Samantalang kung talagang totoo sila sa kanilang investigation, kung panagutin nila lahat ng mga may problema no sa confidential funds, dapat inimbestigahan rin nila yung ibang mga ahensya ng gobyerno na tumatanggap din or mayroon din confidential funds, gaya po ng Office of the President, yung DND, yung DILG, yung Department of Justice. Meron naman silang mga confidential funds mga kababayan, mas malaki pa nga yung kanila eh. Pero bakit kay VP Sara lang yung kanilang tinitira mga kababayan no, iniimbestigahan doon sa Quadcom? So yan pa lang mga kababayan, big question na po yan no. Kaya yung integrity talaga nila ng investigation, kahit sabihin mo pang magaling no sila mag-imbestiga, ay wala rin mga kababayan. Sirang-sira na, lalo na ngayon na pumutok itong issue ng flood control mga kababayan, itong corruption, talagang hindi mo ma-imagine na billion-billion yung mga ninanakaw na mga pera ng bayan. And yet mga kababayan, ito ngayon sila Abante ay napaka-tahimik no. Hindi mo naririnig na tinutuligsa nila itong mga billion-billion na mga nakawan dyan sa flood control no. Itong mga budget insertion ay hindi nila tinuligsa mga kababayan. Kaya magtaka ka na lang talaga mga kababayan no, parang hindi na kailangan i-analyze na ano ba talaga yung totoo, ano ba talaga yung stand mo dito sa corruption no. Noong panahon ng Quadcom ninyo, yung confidential funds ni VP Sara ay talaga namang duplikayod sila sa pag-imbestiga no. Kahit maliit na sentimo ay talagang kini-question. Pero itong billion-billion na mga flood control corruption at itong budget insertion na ginawa nila dito sa House of Representatives ay tahimik mga kababayan no. Bakit ganun, Congressman Abante? Kaya para sa aking opinion mga kababayan no, ay talagang dapat nang i-abolish itong House of Representatives na itong Congress, pati doon sa taas yung Senado mga kababayan, yung upper chamber. Kailangan na i-abolish na lang kasi sayang lang talaga ang pera ng bayan dyan mga kababayan. Ay talagang dapat sana mapunta doon sa mga tunay na nangangailangan no, doon sa mga kalsada na mga hindi pa nagawa, mga kuryente, doon sa mga lugar na hindi pa po naabot hanggang ngayon, sa libreng wifi at sa healthcare mga kabayan, lalo na sa healthcare system ng Pilipinas no, para libre na lahat ng gamutan sa lahat ng Pilipinong walang pambayad. Ay itong budget sana para sa Kongreso, sa House of Representatives na billion-billion mga kabayan. Imagine mo ngayong 2026 yung budget nila sa internal no, umabot ng 27 billion. At bukod pa dyan yung mga pork barrel bawat congressman mga kababayan, kung ilang milyon po yan, at nasa 300 plus po silang lahat ng mga congressman. Kung talagang iipunin natin yan, malaking tulong yan mga kababayan no? Kung yung pera na yan mga kababayan mapunta doon sa healthcare system ng Pilipinas, ay talaga namang ilang milyon ang makinabang dyan mga kababayan, na libreng hospital na. Talaga namang yun yung dapat gawin no? Kaya abolish na lang sana yung Congress na yan. Wala namang silbi din kasi gumagawa ng batas yung trabaho nila, pero nakikialam sila dito sa mga infrastructure project, at yun yung kanilang milking cows no? Yan yung paraan nila para kumita mga kababayan. Yun yung mga ginagawa nila dyan na modus no sa House of Representatives. Kaya tingnan mo talaga pag eleksyon no, magpapatayan yan mga kababayan no. Doon sa mga ibang lugar dito sa ating bansa talagang magpapatayan yung mga yan dahil malaki naman pala mga kababayan ang makukuha nila no sa incentives at doon sa pork barrel mga kababayan, meron pang budget insertion ay talagang paldong-paldo itong mga congressman mga kababayan no. At doon din sa taas sa senador no, sa Senado meron din ganyang kalakaran din. Kaya talagang lugmok tayo diyan mga kababayan no. Saan tayo pupulutin? Kaya talagang kawawa ang Pilipinas mga kababayan na pag-iwanan na tayo dito sa mga kapitbahay natin dito sa Asia no at maging sa buong mundo ay napag-iwanan na tayo mga kababayan. Yung ekonomiya natin bagsak na at dahil dito sa mga ginagawa ng mga kurakot na politiko mga kababayan. Kaya ano pong masasabi nyo dito sa speech ni Congressman or sa eulogy no? Eulogy ang tawag dito no sa speech sa patay ni Congressman Benny Abante dito kay Congressman Romeo Acop. So please comment down below. Maraming salamat. God bless po sa ating lahat.